matters, we ask for your guidance and wisdom. You are the source of all knowledge and understanding. Therefore, we seek your direction in our decision-making process. In your mighty name we pray, Amen.
Thank you very much. TWG, are there any other items that you wish to include in our published agenda, please?
Yes, sir. We'll be requesting to add, sir, the rescheduling of opening of the project. Not today, sir, but supposedly the opening. Where's the document? Who took it? No. Ito. For the provision of maintenance service for the Aerodrome Control Tower Simulator installed at CATC and Manila Control Tower, sir.
Okay.
So, sir, we'll be adding that, sir, and we'll be explaining why it will be moved, sir. Also, sir, we'll be including, sir, the discussion on the bid bulletin for Dalawag and Kawayan ANS project, sir.
All right.
Other than that, sir, we don't have any other matters to discuss.
All right. With that, is there any motion on the...
Move to approve, Mr. Chair.
Second the motion, Mr. Chair.
Moved and seconded, so that's going to be part of today's agenda. Let's start with the item number 2, pre-bid conference. Please proceed. 2.1. Thank you. Who's going to present this?
Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Chair. So, present ko lang po.
Before we present, do we have any other, do we have prospective bidders present po? For the supply and delivery of rubber splicing tape and PVC electrical tape for various airports, bid number 24-68-09, ABC is 1,739,400 pesos. For the pre-bid conference, do we have any attendees? For our prospective bidders, may we request that you identify yourself and the company you are representing. For our prospective bidders present online, please identify yourself and the company you are representing. David Joshua Liabe. Pa-on po ng mic at paki-identify po yung company nyo.
Good morning, sir. I'm with Dito Telecommunications.
For other prospective bidders, so hindi to for the rubber splicing tape. How about Miss Leia Isabel Monzon, Rodora Gonzalez, and Ronald Cacao? Kayo po ba ay prospective bidders for this project? A response would be appreciated po.
Good morning, sir. Leo Monzon po. Joining the project for 300 MBPS po.
Okay, sir. So, let me start. For the pre-bid conference, for the supply and delivery of rubber splicing tape and PVC electrical tape for various ANF. For the ABC of this project is, the amount is 1,739,400 pesos. And the source of fund is from the approved APP FY 2024 other supplies, material expenses. The duration of the project is 30 calendar days, and the mode of procurement is competitive bidding with bid number 24-068-09 Bravo. For the invitation to bid, for the project supply and delivery of rubber splicing tape and PVC electrical tape for various airports, the Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines through CAAP corporate operating budget for FY 2024 intends to apply the sum of 1,739,400 for bid number 24-068-9 Bravo. Bid received in excess of the ABC shall be automatically rejected at bid opening. The CAAP now invites bids for the supply and delivery of rubber splicing tape and PVC electrical tape for various airports. Delivery of goods is required within 30 calendar days. After receipt of notice to proceed, bidders should have completed within 5 years from the date of submission and receipt of bids a contract similar to the project. The description of an eligible bidder is contained in the bid documents, particularly in sections 2, invitation to bidders. Bidding will be conducted through open competitive bidding procedures using the non-discretionary pass-fail criterion specified in the 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184. Bidding is restricted to Filipino citizens, sole proprietorship, partnership, or organization with at least 60% interest or outstanding capital stock belonging to citizens of the Philippines and no citizens or organization of the country and law of regulations of which grant similar rights or privilege to Filipino citizens pursuant to RA 5183. I'll reshare the screen, sir. So for prospective bidders may obtain further information from BAC Secretariat, CAAP Mia Road, Pasay City, and inspect the bid documents at the address given below during 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock p.m. Monday to Friday except declared holidays and suspension of work. A complete set of bidding documents may be required by interested bidders on 18 September 2024 under deadline of submission of bid from the given address and websites below, and upon payment of the applicable fees for the given document pursuant to latest guidelines issued by the GPPB in the amount of 5,600 inclusive of 12% VAT. The procuring entity shall allow the bidder to present its proof of payment for the fees in person and through email. Upon payment of the bid documents, bidder must provide their respective email address to BAC Secretariat. All communications, including but not limited to notices, resolutions, and replies, among others, will be sent to the email address provided by the bidders. The date when such email was sent shall be considered the date of receipt of bids for the purpose of complying the requirements of RA 9184. Bidders must check the PhilJEP's website, CAAP website, and BAC Secretariat for any bid bulletins and announcement related to the bidding. The CAAP will hold a pre-bid conference, which is today, and or through video conference or webcast via Google Meet, which shall be open for prospective bidders. Bidders must be duly received by BAC Secretariat through manual submission at the office address indicated below on October 7, 2024, 9 o'clock a.m. Late bids shall not be accepted. All bids must be accompanied by a bid security in any of the acceptable forms and in the amount stated in ITB Clause 14. Bid opening shall be on October 7, 2024, 9 o'clock a.m. at the given address below and or via Google Meet. Bids will be opened at the presence of bidders' representatives who choose to attend the activity. The CAAP reserves the right to reject any and all bids declared a failure bidding or not award the contract at any time prior to contract award in accordance with Section 35.6 and 41 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184 without thereby incurring any liability to the affected bidders or bidder or bidders. So for further information, please refer to the address stated on your screen. Or you may visit the CAAP website for downloading the bidding documents. Please see the website on your screen. So for the instruction to bidders, I will not be going through all the standard bidding documents, but only the very important ones. So for funding information, the GOP through the source of funding, as indicated below, for 2024 in the amount of 1,739,400 pesos. So for the instruction to bidders, clause number 5, the corresponding BDS, for this purpose, the contract similar to project shall be supply and delivery of rubber splicing tape and or PVC electrical tape, completed within 5 years prior to the deadline of submission of and receipt of bids. For instruction to bidders, clause number 7, the BDS corresponding there should be no subcontracting. And for the BDS, for ITB number 12, the BDS, the prices of goods shall be quoted DDP CAAP, ANS Technical Center, Mia Road, Pasay City, or the applicable international commercial terms for this project. For ITB number 14, the corresponding BDS, the bid security shall be in the form of bid security, securing declaration of any of the following forms and amounts. The amount of not less than 34,788 pesos if the bid security is in cash, cashier's, manager's check, bank draft, guarantee, or irrevocable letter of credit, or the amount of not less than 86,970, which is the equivalent of 5% of ABC if the bid security is in a surety bond. For ITB clause number 15, the corresponding BDS is each bidder shall submit one original copy of the first and second component of its bid. While for ITB clause clause 19, the BDS, corresponding BDS is the project having several items shall be awarded as one contract as follows. One lot of 1,689 pieces rubber splicing tape, and the approved budget for the contract is 979,620 pesos. And also 1,809 pieces of PVC electrical tape with an amount of 759,780 pesos for a total of 1,739,400. So for ITB clause number 20, the corresponding BDS for number 5 for the bids declared as LCB-SCB, the product sample and other evidence of bidder's statement of compliance with the technical specification as required under Section 7 Technical Specifications. Samples will be tested according to the following. So letter A, rubber splicing tape should not break when stretched at least triple its length at room temperature. Each roll must be encased in a packaging with the brand, name of product, temperature or voltage, and the tape dimension must be clearly printed on the surface. Both rubber splicing and vinyl tapes must have a dimension at least 19 mm by 0.76 mm by 9 meters unstretched. The inside surface of the spool of the tape must indicate the brand and product of the name clearly. So these documents submitted during the post-qualification as part of the post-qualification document must be certified by the authorized representative to be true copies of the original. For the special conditions of the contract, for the purpose of this clause, the procuring entity's representative at the project site is Engineer Florian S. Atienza, Acting Department Manager 3, Air Navigation's Operations Department. And for clause number 4, the inspection and test will be conducted shall be physical inspection in accordance with Section 7, technical specification including stain, cracks, or sign of transportation mishandling. So for the schedule of requirements, one lot for the following: rubber splicing tape, 1,689 pieces, and PVC electrical tape, 1,809 pieces. The delivery months or weeks is 30 calendar days. So for the specification, rubber splicing tape, it should be self-fusing tape, EPR, ethylene polypene rubber-based, 30 mils or 0.762 mm thick, 700 volts per mil minimum insulation, dielectric strength. The physical electrical property is unaffected by degree of stretch and meets the ASTM D4388 Type 2 standard. It should be high voltage splicing tape. It should have an insulation resistance of 9.5 mega ohms minimum, and the electrical insulation for splices up to 69 kV. The emergency overload temperature of up to 260 degrees Fahrenheit, operating temperature of 0.5 degrees Celsius to 89 degrees Celsius, compatible with any of the following dielectric cable insulation: polyethylene, XLP, PVC, butyl rubber. ROHS compliant 2002-95 EC standard. Split resistance, crack resistant, slip resistant, and flag resistant, and professional grade. The number of pieces is 1,689. For the PVC electrical tape, it should be professional grade, nominal 7 mil. It should be compliant with UL 510 up to 600 volts insulation at 80 degrees Celsius. CSA C22.2 up to 1000 volts insulation at minimum of 18 degrees Celsius to a maximum of 105 degrees Celsius. It should be flame retardant and sunlight. Cold resistant rating is required. Compatible with the most solid dielectric cable insulation, rubber-based adhesive PVC backing. 1000 volts per mil, minimum dielectric strength, and 1 times 10 to the 12 ohm minimum insulation resistance. So the number of pieces 100 is 108 1000 by the SCB, LCB during the post-qualification. So that's all, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
If there are questions from the prospective bidders, you may do so. Any questions? Secretariat, are there anyone raising their hands online? If none, no more questions, no clarifications. Anyway, you can still submit your queries through a letter or an email addressed to the Bids and Awards Committee Secretariat, and we will address the issues and concerns put forward regarding the terms of preference and the bid documents. If no more questions, we are closing the period for questioning for the pre-bid conference on supply and delivery of rubber splicing tape and PVC electrical tape for various airports. Thank you. Thank you, ANS. Let's
Thank you,
proceed
sir.
with item number 2, supply, delivery, and installation and commissioning of 300 MBPS dedicated Leased-Line internet service for CAAP head office. Are there prospective bidders who wish to join the online meeting? If so, Secretariat, please admit them. Can the Secretariat confirm if there are those who wish to participate online? They're already admitted. Okay, that's good. This will be presented by the head of the MISD. Go ahead, Sir Dennis.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. May I now present the supply, delivery, installation, and commissioning of 300 Mbps dedicated Leased-Line for CAAP head office with bid number 24, 069, and 09. Next slide, please. For the background, certificate of budget allocation is 1,600,000. Mode of procurement will be competitive public bidding. Delivery of goods is required within 60 calendar days from the issuance of notice to proceed. ITB Clause 5.3 pursuant to 23.4.1.3 of the 2016 revised IRR of 9184, the bidder shall have an SLCC that is at least one contract similar to the project, amount of which shall be equivalent to at least 50% of the ABC. For this purpose, contracts similar to the project refer to contracts which have the same major categories of work, which shall be internet dedicated access or leased-line service within the Philippines, completed within 5 years prior to the deadline for the submission of and receipt of bids. Clause 5.3, please attach the following supporting documents related to each listed completed similar contract: notice of award or notice to proceed, or contract purchase order, and any one of the following documents: copy of certificate of completion or certificate of acceptance or certificate of satisfactory performance issued by the bidder's client, copy of official receipts or sales invoices issued by the bidder to the client, must sum up to the full amount of total contract price of completed project. ITB Clause 10.1, eligibility of bidders for redundancy internet connection. As part of the procurement process for a redundant 300 Mbps internet connection for the Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines, the following eligibility criteria must be met by the bidders. The purpose of this procurement is to establish a redundant internet connection to ensure continuous and reliable service. Bidders must provide a connection that is independent of the current service provider to achieve effective redundancy. Bidders must demonstrate their capability to provide a redundant internet connection that meets or exceeds the technical specifications. The proposed internet connection must be 300 MB, leased-line or dedicated line, ensuring high reliability and performance. Failure to comply with this eligibility criteria may result in the disqualification of bid. ITB Clause 14.1, the bid security shall be in the form of a bid securing declaration or any of the following forms: the amount of not less than 32,000 or 2% of the ABC, if bid security is in cash or manager's check, bank draft, or irrevocable letter of credit. The amount of not less than 80,000 or 5% of the ABC, if bid security is in surety bond. ITB Clause 15, each and every page thereof shall be initialed signed by the duly authorized representatives of the bidder. Submitted eligibility, technical and financial documents shall be properly marked with the index tabs and sequentially paginated in accurate order and form. Pagination shall be sequential based on the entire span of the whole document inside the envelope. Each bidder shall submit one copy of the first and second components of the bid. ITB Clause 19.1, the bidder must render its statement of compliance with bidding documents as enumerated. ITB Clause 19.2, partial bid is not allowed. Next slide, please. ITB Clause 20.2, the bidder with the lowest calculated bid that complies with and is responsive to all requirements and conditions shall submit the latest income and business tax returns filed through the electronic filing and payment system, business licenses and permits required by law, and the latest audited financial statement. Failure to submit any of the post-qualification requirements on time or a finding against the veracity thereof shall disqualify the bidder for award. Next slide. IDB Clause 21.2, the attached technical specifications or terms of reference for the supply, delivery, installation, and commissioning of 300 MB dedicated leased-line internet service for CAAP head office shall be an integral and inseparable part of the contract. Terms of payment. The terms of payment shall be as follows. Upon final completion and acceptance of the project, the winning bidder shall provide monthly billing statements to include the monthly recurring fees and, if applicable, the one-time payment for the initial installation and configuration. Inspection and test. The inspection and test shall be conducted, shall include but not limited to internet testing, host facility and equipment inspection, and whatever additional tests that the technical inspection team may require. For the schedule of requirement, description is 300 MB of dedicated Leased-Line internet service at CAAP head office. Quantities 1 lot must be delivered within 60 days. For the terms of reference, general objective. This project aims to provide sufficient, reliable, and secure internet bandwidth to support the Civil Aviation Authority's internet requirement. Deployment, Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines, Head Office, Pasay City. Deliverables, guaranteed bandwidth of 300 MB, inclusive of automatic redundant link, inclusive of 27 or 30 usable /27 or 30 usable IPs, includes MRTG bandwidth graphing tool. Providers should have a network operations center, readily available service units for equipment or devices provided and installed at CAAP, and must also provide 24/7 technical support through chat, call, SMS, email, or on-premise. To ensure deliverables, to ensure service reliability and vast network coverage, bidders should be an existing internet service provider company operating in the Philippines. The link must be different fiber route for CAAP head office as its purpose for redundancy. The winning bidder shall present a line diagram and fiber route plan as a proof of serviceability during the test and validation activity after installation as specified in the technical specification. The satisfactory performance certificate from CAAP or its relevant CAAP service or end user is required if the bidder was a previous or current service provider of CAAP. Interested parties are encouraged to conduct site inspection. Bidders are required to submit 3 certificates of satisfactory performance. The certificates must be issued by either a large enterprise or government agency where at least 300 MB Leased-Line internet service was provided. Each certificate must be issued by a different large enterprise or government agency, no 2 or more. Each certificate must clearly indicate the following: the name and contact details of the issuing entity, a statement confirming satisfactory performance of the bidder in provided internet service, the duration of the service provided, the bandwidth in the internet connection provided, any specific recommendations or remarks regarding the quality of service. Bidders are required to submit 3 certificates of satisfactory performance. These certificates must adhere to the following conditions. The certificates must be dated within the last 3 years from the date of submission of the bid. The certificates must be submitted on the official letterhead of the issuing entity and must be signed by an authorized representative. Bidders must also provide contact information for a point of reference at each issuing entity who can verify the authenticity of the certificate if required. For the checklist of the technical and financial documents, class legal documents, PhilJEPS, registration certificate, technical documents, statement of prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract similar to the contract to be bid, except under conditions provided in Section 23.4.1.3 and 23.4.2.4 of the revised 2016 IRR of 1984. Original copy of bid security, if in the form of surety bond, submit also certification issued by the Insurance Commission conformity with the technical specification, which may include production, delivery, and schedule, manpower requirements, and/or after-sales parts, if applicable. Original duly signed omnibus sworn statement, and if applicable, original notarized secretary certificate in case of a corporation, partnership, or cooperative. Next slide. Technical component envelope, financial documents, the prospective bidders, computation of net financial contracting capacity, or NFCC, or a committed line of credit from a universal or commercial bank in lieu of its NFCC. Class B documents, if applicable, a duly signed joint venture in case the joint venture is already in existence, or duly notarized statements from all potential joint venture partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the provision of the JVA in the instance that the bid is successful. Financial component envelope, original or duly signed and accomplished financial bid form, original or of duly signed and accomplished price schedule. Other documentary requirements under RA 9184 as applicable for foreign bidders claiming by reason of their country extension of reciprocal rights to Filipinos. Certification from the DTI if the bidder claims preference as a domestic bidder or domestic entity. Next slide. That's all, sir. Thank you po.
Are there questions from prospective bidders online? Go ahead, Ms. Rodora Gonzalez.
Hello po, good morning. May we ask po first if this requirement has already existing provider or this is new requirement?
I'm sorry, what company are you representing po?
From Converge po.
Ma'am, please repeat your question po. Medyo choppy yung line. Ma'am, pa-repeat yung question, please. Miss Rodora?
Ayan, so okay na po.
Yes, please repeat your question po.
Ano po? Yun na po ba?
Please repeat your question, ma'am. Hindi po namin alam kung saan po mahina ang internet dyan o dito.
Clear na po ba?
Yes,
Hello
we can
po.
hear
Yes,
you.
we can hear you po.
hear you.
Ulitin ko lang po yung question.
Yes po, paulit po ng question, ma'am.
Ms. Rodora. Rodora Gonzalez from Converge, please repeat your question. We can hear you.
Ma'am? Miss Rodora? Please repeat your question po.
Anyway, in the interest of time, maybe the other bidder, Ronald Cacao.
Hello. Hello, sir. Good morning. This is Ronald Cacao from Converge also. Do you hear me po?
Yes, we can hear you. Please state
Sir,
your question.
ako na lang po yung magtatanong in behalf of Rodora. The question lang, sir, is this a new requirement po? Or do you have an existing provider for this connectivity?
Sir, we have, syempre sir, we have this existing na connectivity. So this will be additional and redundancy of the existing.
Okay, noted, sir. So this is additional line. Sir, regarding sa site survey, may we know kanino po kami makipag-coordinate? Sino po yung point of contact namin?
Opo. With us po sa MIS. And paano ko ba i-send sa iyo yung email ko? Sabihin ko na lang po dito. misd_chief@caap.gov.ph.
Sorry, sir. Pilot, MIS Chief? MIS?
D.
We will type it. We will type it on the chat
Okay, sir.
box. So
Romar,
you can
pakitype
get
na
it
lang
there.
yun.
But site inspection, the question is site inspection, no?
Opo.
Okay. Sige. You can proceed
may
to our
underscore yan,
office
Romar.
Monday to Friday, 8 to 5. Look for Mr. Dennis Arevalo. But anyway, there, misd_chief@caap.gov.ph. All right. Any other question, Mr. Cacao?
Thank you, sir. No more question po.
Right. So there's another question, Mr. Liabe.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
May we know who is the current internet provider for CAAP, the primary current provider?
Mr. Liabe, may we know first the company you're representing, please?
I'm with you to telecommunicate, sir.
Okay. So your question is, can you
May
state
we know
again?
who is the current primary internet provider for CAAPs?
Okay.
For security concerns, sir, maybe I can send na lang sa iyo through email.
Okay, sige, sige. Maybe,
Okay. All right. Any other questions from the bidders online? Meron pa ba? Are there any raised hands or are there messages in the chat box? Can we ask question? All right. Any other questions? I think it's the connection of Miss Gonzalez, not our connection, because we are able to accommodate all the other breeders. So, anyway, are there questions? No more questions? I hear no more questions. So, are we ready to close the pre-bid conference for supply, delivery, installation, and commissioning of 300 MBPS dedicated Leased-Line? Yes, we are. If there are questions anyway, you can still submit it to us. We will address accordingly. Okay.
Sir, we recommend to post the project supply and delivery and installation and commissioning of 300 Mbps dedicated Leased-Line internet service for CAAP head office in PhilJeps and in CAAP website po.
Okay.
Oo, for opening na pala.
All right. Okay. Let us excuse the bidders online already, Secretariat. Thank you to the online bidder participants. Thank you for your participation. If you still have questions, you may submit it to us officially and we will address the same. Okay.